One of the main things that you need to know when you're acting is that it is not real life. Okay? Even if we are portraying something that really has happened, whenever you're in a scene, it's not real life. So if something happens that makes your character mad when the scene is over, you can't be mad anymore. If something happens that makes your character cry when the scene is over, you need to work through those emotions. You should not be crying. Whenever you're acting, it's literally just that acting. It's a facade, it's fake. Even when you're portraying real things, it's fake. And you have to remember that. A lot of people who do theater, they don't remember that. And it makes you go crazy. So you got to know that, okay? What's your question?
I learned this thing called taking the act from the actor,
Uh huh.
where even if somebody has done such a controversial role, they're still that same person, not the person that they played as.
Yeah.
So they've learned to be somebody else while still being themselves.
Yeah, that's good. Have you ever heard of method acting?
Yes.
Yeah. Rihanna, what's method acting? You don't know? Okay. So method acting is when there are certain actors who really become that character while they're in the movie. Willow, can you sit back, please? When they're in the movie. So have you ever watched the movie Ray Charles? You no? Okay, so there's a singer. You have not saw Ray Charles. Brianna, you're my child. You have not saw Ray Charles. Okay, so there's a singer named Jamie Foxx. Have you guys heard of him before? No, you have. Okay, no. Jamie Foxx, he is a singer and an actor, and he used to have his own TV show called The Jamie Foxx Show back in the 90s and the early 2000s. And he's really funny, but he sings as well. And he played Ray Charles in a movie, and Ray Charles is blind. And Ray Charles is a singer from like I don't know what year, probably like in the 60s or something from like a long time ago. And he was a blind singer who became really famous back when everybody was like racist and it was hard for black people, right? And so Jamie Foxx literally glued his eyes shut so that he could feel like he was blind. So let's say they did the movie for 3 months. I don't know how long it took to record it. He acted blind that whole time. Like he was not Jamie Foxx that whole time. He literally became Ray Charles for that movie. And then he said that sit back. And then he said that it took him a while to get out of that character when the movie was over. There's a lot of actors who do stuff like that so they can become the actors. Become the character that they're portraying. But that's very dangerous because like there's this movie called The Joker. Have you saw that? The guy who played the Joker, he really like made himself insane. He would like do drugs and everything, and he wound up taking his life after that movie because that movie made him really crazy. So you got to be careful when you're doing acting. Like you got to remember this is fake. This is not me. I'm not taking this home with me. That's hard. Jamie Foxx, yeah, he really glued his eyes shut so that he could feel like he was blind. He didn't want to have his eyes open and be blind. Like he literally had his eyes glued shut. Yeah. I watched a documentary about it. Yeah, like he could not open his eyes. He literally had to like go like this and have people walk him places. Like he really felt like he was blind. I don't know, but that was the best movie he's ever done. He did really good. You would have really thought he was Ray Charles. He did good. So, Jericho, you're gonna be by yourself. Willow, you're gonna be by yourself. Majesty and Rihanna sit by each other. Y'all gonna be together. Grace, you're by yourself. Aubrey and Dalia sit by each other. Okay? Go ahead. So I'm going to have one person from each team come and grab one of these. Now, y'all can grab one. Grab one. Have you guys ever heard of the fruits of the Spirit?
Yeah.
I'm going to explain it to you. Do you know what fruit of the Spirit even means? No? Okay, so we're all Christians at this church. We all believe in God. We also believe that Jesus came and saved us, right? We believe that Jesus lived a sinless life. He never sinned, not one time. And then he was killed for us so that we could have a chance to go to heaven. We believe that, right? Okay, so the fruits of the Spirit is the way that we treat people and the effect of it. So have you heard of like cause and effect? So when you're rude to someone, what's the effect gonna be to you? If the cause is you being rude to them, what is the effect gonna be?
The effect is gonna be like if you be rude to somebody, the cause is that you're being rude to them, the effect is that like they're like gonna like get sad and like.
And they might not trust you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say that you're nice and loving to someone. What would be the effect to that?
More people can trust and like you.
Exactly. So open the door. So the fruit of the Spirit, these will be all of the things that God would like for us to portray to people. So I want to have you read yours off, then you read yours. We're going to read them, and I'll explain it to you better. And
Love and joy.
okay.
Faithfulness and gentleness.
Okay.
Kindness and goodness.
Okay.
Peace and patience.
Okay.
Self-control.
Okay. So all of those things that you guys said, those are things that happen when we treat people the way that God would want us to treat people. Now, if we treat people like they're lower than us, or if we are rude to people, they're not going to be loving and joyful. They're not going to have self-control, like all of these things. But then also we aren't either. If we're walking around being rude to people all the time, the fruit of our spirit is going to be negative because we're rude to people all the time. So we're going to have like negative things happening. But when we are positive and we're treating people the way that God would like us to, when people are around us, they're going to see love. They're going to see joy, kindness, goodness. What's yours?
Faithfulness and gentleness.
Faithfulness, gentleness,
Peace and patience.
peace and patience, and self-control. We need to have all of those fruit, because if that's what we have when we speak to people, then they will want to know, how are you always peaceful? How do you always control yourself? How do you always love people? And then that's when we can introduce them to Jesus. So the fruits of the Spirit, it actually brings more people to Christ. So what I want you guys to do, this is where the acting comes in, okay? I want you to think of a scenario. For any of you who don't know what a scenario means, it means like a situation, like a movie scene. Think of something where somebody needs you to show them these fruits. And then I want you to say what you would say to them so that they can feel those things. So like Willow, yours is love and joy. So how about I come up with a scenario for y'all, then y'all just show them. So Willow, yours is love and joy. So let me give you an example. I could say, one of your friends on the playground is jumping up and down and they're mad and they want to fight everybody and they're throwing things. How would you show them love and joy? You think about it and then you get up and act like it's actually happening. Act like your friend is on the ground throwing stuff. Being mean to the teachers, kicking. What would you say to them? Stand up. If you walked up to your friend and they were doing all of that, what would you say to them?
I would say.
Don't say it to me. Act like it's happening right now. None of us are in here. You act like your friend is sitting right there. What would you say to him?
Calm down and be respectful and maybe be patient.
And you can tell them that you love them.
Yeah.
Try to give them a hug. Yeah, so let me show you how you would actually like act, right? So attention, come here. You're throwing a temper tantrum. Come here.
I don't want to.
Somebody, get a friend. You want to do it, Grace? Let her do it. Come on. Come on. Okay. Throw a temper tantrum. Grace, calm down. It's okay. What's going on? What's wrong?
I'm so upset. No one's sharing with me.
Okay, but do you think that it's okay to kick people because they're not sharing with you? That's not nice, is it? You know what you can do? Actually, you can come over here and play with me. You want to play with me? Okay, come on. And that's how you show her love and joy. Because she's mad, and you walk up to her calm. If she's mad and then you get mad with her, now y'all both throwing out and kicking it. Now y'all both going to the office. And you could calm your friend down so that your friend don't have to go to the office instead of joining in with them. That's what we're doing, okay? So if you want somebody to actually sit in the chair for you, they can. But that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes to think about what you're going to do and then get up and do it, okay? Okay. Y'all all did really good. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because practically you guys really are in school with a lot of kids. And kids are going to do a lot, right?
Yeah.
And we just have to always remember who we serve. We serve Jesus. And we believe that everybody is going to have a chance to go to heaven. But in that, if they're acting out and if they're tripping, we have to show them God's love so that they can calm down. Well, nobody's going to calm down if we trip with them. Okay? All right. Good job, y'all.